Hi there. Today we're just gonna do a pretty simple flow. There'll be a decent amount of twists involved, and we're gonna do a simple meditation throughout the practice. Yeah. So if you want to find a seat at the back of your mat, we'll begin there. So once you find yourself in that seat, as we do in these practices, let's just allow ourselves to come into the body. Begin to become more aware of your body and space. Recognize that you are here. Maybe your heart's beating a little bit faster than usual, or your mind's racing. Allow yourself to calm down, come into this present moment. Allow all things to drift away, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. That we do not need to criticize ourselves, but in the process of growing, there is much mercy. Let's reach up to the sky. Inhale big. Exhale, twist open to the right side, reaching the right arm back. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, twist open to the left side. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Let's reach out into a child's pose. Broaden the knees. Sit back on the heels. If your legs are crossed, you could just reach forward over those crossed legs. Let's take a couple inhales and exhales here, just opening up the back body. Let's walk the hands back. Reach up to the sky. Exhale, palms come down, heart center in prayer. So reach up high to the sky. Let's drop the right hand down, reach up and over the left hand. Coming back up, we're switching sides, left hand down, right hand up and over the head. Coming back to center, both hands to the sky. And then exhale, palms come down to the mat. Let's reach forward one more time. Breathe deep into that back body. Here's a time and space just to release that tension of the day. Maybe there's something still holding on. Maybe it's been nagging you for a while. Just let it go. Recognizing this space and this time, there's no need for anything else but just to be. Let's walk back over the feet. Sitting on the heels, reach up one more time to the sky. Exhale, palms come down in prayer and heart center. Now throughout this practice, it won't be a very long one. But I want us to meditate on a single word. Let that word that you find be positive. A lot of times we can neglect language, overlook that which is foundational in a way, almost as if it was meaningless. But I want you to now honor that which exists, and that is language. Finding a single word, allowing that word to embody yourself in this practice. If thoughts come, just let them continue by. You meditate on that single word. Let's reach up one more time. Hands come down. We're going to walk out into a tabletop pose. Let's curl the toes. Drop the hips back under the heels. Reach forward, chest comes over the hands, stretching out the wrists. Coming back, sitting onto the heels. Spread the fingers wide. Palms are fully planted. Coming up over the wrists. Coming back into a neutral tabletop. Left hand goes and plants in the center of the mat. Let's reach the right arm up to the sky. Exhale comes through. We reach that right arm underneath that left arm. Wringing out the spine. Let's reach back up to the sky with the right arm. Long spine here. And then exhale, reach through underneath that left arm. Coming back up towards the sky with the right hand. And exhale, hand plants down. We're switching sides. Right palm, middle of the mat. Left hand now reaches up to the sky. Left hand reaches through underneath that right arm. Left hand back up to the sky. Left hand comes underneath that right arm. Left hand back up to the sky. Left hand comes down, find neutral, tabletop. Let's drop the belly button. Let's go through a couple cat-cows, just reaching the chest open. Wave through the spine, press into the palms. Coming into cat. Wave back through the spine. Reach the hips up, broaden the shoulders. Head and neck out of the shoulders as you reach up. Cow pose. Let's come back into a neutral tabletop. Toes are curled under. Lift the knees. We're coming up into a downward facing dog. Probably pretty tight here. If so, just give yourself the ability to loosen up. Allowing yourself to do what you need to do here. Never becoming too rigid. There's a time to find stability. It's a time to be strong and steady. There's also a need to be fluid and open. Awesome. Let's roll through into a plank pose. Find ourselves there for a moment. Broaden the shoulders. Tuck the pelvis down. Activate the core. Making sure the finger pads of the hand are pressed onto the mat. Let's reach the hips back up, downward facing dog. Roll forward, back into plank. Coming back into downward facing dog. Rolling forward, back into plank. We're going to bring the feet together. Roll the left heel down to the mat. Coming up with the right hand, side plank. You can always drop that left knee down to do assisted side plank. Potentially looking up towards those right fingertips. Challenging the balance. Right hand comes down, coming back into plank pose. Toes are still together. We're going to reach the hips back up, downward facing dog. Let's take an extra breath here. Remembering that one word that was suited for you at the beginning of the practice. Let's roll forward into plank pose. The feet are together, pressing strong into that right palm, heels drop to the right side, left hand goes up, side plank on the right. Potentially gazing up past those left fingertips to gain a sense of balance. Maybe test that balance a little bit more. Left hand comes down. Find yourselves in plank. Feet are together. Hips are reaching up to the sky. Downward facing dog. Amazing. Let's now walk the feet towards the hands. Let's inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Pressing into the heels, bending the knees. Allow yourself to be gracious as we come all the way up, reaching high to the sky. Exhale, palms come down to heart center. We're going to now bring that right foot back. Point our toes to the right side of the mat. Reach the hands out like a T. Breathe deep. Pressing down through the knife edge of the outside of your feet. Then we're going to hinge forward from the hips. Dropping our torso down low. Right as you pass halfway, let's plant the hands. Reach the spine nice and long. Breathing deep. Let's exhale. Let's lean our torso towards that left leg now. Reaching both hands, potentially grabbing onto that left calf as we pull ourselves deeper. Still pressing through the entire bottom of the foot. The knees might want to almost turn outward. So instead, try to bring your energy to focus those knees to turn slightly inward. Coming back, let's stretch out the spine, hands are on the mat. And exhale, we reaching out to that right leg, grabbing onto that calf, pulling yourself deeper. Hips are reaching high and tall. You're not hinging in the lower back, but there's a gentle curve from the hips through the spine. Still staying strong in the core. Maybe curl those knees in just a little bit, allowing yourself to rotate your legs inward slightly. Let's come back to a neutral, stretching out the spine. Now let's exhale. Fold deeper, reaching through the legs. Pressing into the soles of the foot. Let's press into the hands, coming into a flat back. Let's center off that left hand into the middle. And then we're going to reach the right hand up to the sky. Find a giant twist here. Keeping a long line through the spine. Hips are centered over the middle point of your feet. So they're not leaning too far forward, they're not leaning back. The top of a triangle. Switching hands, right hand comes down. Left hand now reaches up to the sky. Remember to find that length through the spine. Left hand comes down. Stretch through the spine one last time. Maybe heel toe the feet in just a little bit closer before coming all the way up, reaching high to the sky. Hands come down to heart center with a big exhale. Let's rotate the feet now to face the front of the mat. Let's drop our hands, frame that left foot. Left foot goes back, find ourselves in a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Elbows hug the sides of the body. Flipping the toes, press into the tops of the feet. Come into cobra or upward facing dog. Drop the knees down, sit the hips back onto the heels. Reaching the hands long, child's pose. Let's come up over the knees. Hips are right over the knees. We're going to curl the toes. Walk the hands back. Then going to come onto our feet, lifting the knees up. Hands come into prayer. Find ourselves in a yogi squat. Open up the knees wide with the use of the elbows. Finding solid balance here. Pressing into the feet, we're going to reach the hands up to the sky. Turn the toes to face the front of the mat. Reach up high, tall. Fold forward over the legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk out into plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Untuck the toes, press into the tops of the feet, coming up into a full upward facing dog. Flexing the glutes to protect the lower spine. Reaching the hips back up to the sky. Downward facing dog. Right knee comes towards the chest. Plant that right foot between the hands. Drop the left foot down. Let's reach up to the sky. And exhale, twist open to the right side. Reaching back to that right hand. Let's reach forward up to the sky. Press into that left foot, coming into a crescent pose. Stretching and opening up that front left hip by pressing that left heel towards the mat. Strong and firm in the right foot. Coming forward over that right leg, plant the hands, frame that right foot. Right foot goes back, meets the left, chaturanga. Untuck the toes. You can always go into a cobra. Or join me in upward facing dog. Hips come back. Downward facing dog. Remembering that one word. Recalling it to mind. Right knee or left knee comes towards the front of the chest. Left foot plants between the hands. Dropping that right knee down. Coming up. Reaching to the sky first. And then exhale, open wide. Looking past that left hand towards the back of the mat. Reaching high to the sky. Curl those right toes under. Lift that right knee off the mat. Crescent lunge. Finding a strong core. Hop it over those hips. Lean forward over that left knee. Plant the hands. Left leg goes back. Plank pose. Almost done with the practice here. We're lower down, chaturanga. Untuck the toes, coming up into an upward facing dog. Broaden the shoulders. Flex the glutes, press strong into the upper tops of the feet. Hips come up to the sky. Untuck the toes, downward facing dog. Gonna walk the feet towards the front of the mat. Coming into a flat back. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Press into the heels, bend the knees generously, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, palms come down to heart center. Find the quality of breath here. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to sit the hips all the way back. You're going to eventually land onto the mat. Plant the hands behind you. Face those fingertips towards the front of the mat. Just broaden the shoulders. Big inhale into the chest. Open the heart wide. You want to let you don't want to let your head just drop back. You want a strong neck. Leaning back slightly with the head. Amazing. Now let's let the feet reach out in front of us. Let's reach forward over those toes. A slight pull, maybe of the shins of the feet, of the toes, wherever you are. Before releasing that forward bend and coming all the way down to the last Shavasana. Now, if the thoughts begin to almost encase you in this place, remember that as we started the practice, you were capable of finding yourself in this moment. So once again, allowing yourself to find that neutral mind. Not being your emotions, not becoming your thoughts. Allowing yourself to stay in place. Now, as if your mind's thoughts and emotions were to blur in front of you, like a long exposure photograph of a train passing through. You can't tell what they are anymore because they come and go so fast. Now, as you stand there, as these pass by, I want you to visualize the word that you thought of in the beginning of the practice to come out in bold print over that blur. As you watch that word and just stare at it, I want to allow you now to accept what that word is. Allow yourself to become it. Any negative thinking that may try to pull that word away, allow it to move on while that word remains fixed in place. Bring your hands to your heart. I want you to feel as if that word is within you now. That it's always been there. But it is now a part of you, written in your soul. Bend the knees. Let's rock forward. Bring the knees up over the head. Let's rock forward, up and into a seated position. You find any seat you'd like. Now, before you allow yourself to come back to reality, come back to your life, just take a moment to give thanks